Oldest Flavor Factory, and today it's all about one of my favorite things to make for breakfast when I want to treat my loved ones, pancakes. I've been making this exact same recipe for buttermilk pancakes for about 15 years, and I started out making it for my brothers and sisters. Now I'm the oldest of 6, so I had plenty of practice, and they love this recipe. So now I make this for my family, and my boys love it, my husband loves it, and I still make these pancakes whenever we go to my parents' house and everybody gets together for Christmas or whenever. The ingredients here are very simple, and I'll teach you a few tricks so that you can't mess it up, and you'll get really fluffy, tender pancakes. So let's get started. I'm going to start with mixing all the dry ingredients in this large bowl. So I'm making a double portion of pancakes because I always do. But the reason is it's so easy to make them. They freeze really well. I love having pancakes on hand because it makes breakfast so much easier. And I don't go all out and make, pancakes every morning. I just do it on the weekends. So this way, throughout the week, we can have a little treat now and then. So now I'm going to add some sugar. And now I've got the leaveners, and that's baking powder and baking soda. So for the recipe, you need 1 teaspoon of baking soda level and 1 heaping teaspoon of baking powder. So that's gonna go in there. And when you're measuring it out, I'm just gonna show you real quick. So for the baking soda, you get a teaspoon, then you level it off. But for the baking powder, you need a little bit more. So you scoop it out, but you don't level it out. So more like this. Okay, and then salt. Just a sprinkling of salt. And we're gonna mix all of these ingredients together. So when you mix all of the dry ingredients together, the flour, the baking powder, the salt, the baking soda, the sugar, what is great is that it mixes it all evenly, so you're not gonna bite down on a big chunk of baking powder or baking soda. So mix it all smooth and even. So that's it. We've got our dry ingredients prepped, and we're gonna move on to the liquid ingredients. We're gonna start with buttermilk, since these are buttermilk pancakes. But if you don't have buttermilk on hand, you can use milk and vinegar to substitute, and I'll have all the instructions on the blog. So buttermilk, and the trick to this is to mix all of the liquid ingredients together and then add them to the dry ingredients, not add them one at a time, because this way you won't overmix the batter. And pancakes, if you want fluffy, tender pancakes, you cannot overmix them. That's the #1 rule. Okay, so I have eggs, oil, and vanilla. So we're just gonna mix it all in this liquid measuring cup. And I like using this big liquid measuring cup because I can just mix it all together, and then I don't have to wash a million other dishes. So vanilla, I love adding vanilla to pancakes. It makes it taste so much better. And oil. Okay. So here we go. Mix this together until it's smooth. Okay, now it's nice and smooth, and it's perfect. Okay, so now I have kind of like a little well in the center of the flour, and I'm gonna pour in the liquid ingredients in here and then mix it up together. And don't worry if there's still some lumps left, that's totally fine. You don't wanna beat it until it's completely smooth. Be gentle with it. Just make sure you get all the flour from the bottom too. I'm not mixing it very vigorously, I'm just being gentle with it. So see, there's still lumps in there. That is totally fine. That's exactly what you want. Another tip for really fluffy pancakes is to let the batter stand for like 5 minutes. That way the baking powder and baking soda start to react with the buttermilk, and you're gonna have really, really fluffy, tender pancakes. So I'm gonna get rid of this whisk so that I don't have the temptation to keep mixing it. And that's it, don't touch the batter anymore. I use a griddle to cook my pancakes, and I love that it has such a big cooking surface. It's so much easier to flip the pancakes. But of course you can use a skillet if you want. And I've gone through several, I don't know why, but I haven't had really good luck with griddles, and I finally found one that I think works, so that's good. So I use an ice cream scoop to scoop out the pancakes and put them on the griddle. And like I said before, don't overmix it, just scoop it out. Look at the batter. Let me show you. Do you see how fluffy it is? It's already so tender. It looks like it's like carbonated, you know? Okay, so I just scoop out the batter and I put it right on the griddle. So the griddle is set to about 350 degrees, and what I'm looking for when I'm watching the pancakes to see if they're ready to be turned is you want to see bubbles burst like evenly all across the surface of the pancake. So when you see that, then it's time to flip. They are perfectly golden brown, and I can already see how much they puffed up. So we're gonna take them off the griddle. We love pancakes in our family. We make them a lot on the weekends. Let's see how this turned out. Perfect. Look at how fluffy they are. We've loved this recipe for years, and I hope you enjoy it too. I'm gonna show you how perfectly fluffy they are in the center. Look at that. That is exactly what I love in pancakes.